What's going on, guys? Redefined Programmer back with episode 2 of What in the World. So you have an IDE now and you have absolutely no clue what to do. Well, the traditional way to begin for either a veteran developer or a beginner developer is to create a Hello World program. And simply what this is a program that prints out Hello World to the screen. So a brief history of Hello World. It's believed to have originated from a 1972 book called A Tutorial Introduction to Programming by Brian Kernighan. However, what really made it popular was its use in a 1978 C programming book, also by Brian Kernighan, in which the first example instructed the user to create a program that output the phrase Hello World. Ever since then, it's sort of become the de facto statement that any new programmer uses when they're either trying a new language, testing a new system, or simply making sure that they set up their environment correctly. So, back to what we were doing. Okay, so we are ready to write our Hello World program, and the language we're going to be using is called Python. So the reason I chose Python is it's pretty simple to understand for someone who's new to programming, and it also does not involve a ton of setup at all, which is nice because that can be very intimidating even to people who've been programming for a while. There are certain things that you have to set up with different languages that can really get overwhelming. So first you're going to navigate to python.org and you're going to come to this blue type screen here. You're going to see downloads in the nav bar. Go ahead and click that. And then this yellow button right here should show you the latest version for Windows. Go ahead and click that and that will start to download the Python exe. Once it's done downloading, it shouldn't be long at all. Go ahead and click that and you'll come to this screen. So before you hit install now, don't get all ahead of me now, go down here and you see where it says add Python 3.7 to path. Click that. That's important. We'll talk about it later. Now hit install, say yes to this. And basically what this is doing is this is going to give our computer the capability to understand the Python code that we are about to write. That's, in a nutshell, that is what this is doing. Alright, it's done, so we can go ahead and close that and navigate back to our IDE down in here. So now we're in the IDE. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to File and Open Folder. Now I already have a folder for this because I knew I was going to do this, but you might want to create a new folder. So just create a folder anywhere on your computer where you want to keep these project files or these code files. So I'm just going to click this one and open it. And you'll see that it's blank over here because there's nothing in that folder. Your folder will show up here too. So what you're going to want to do is then you expand this. So in case it's not expanded, click that so it'll expand, and then you can see this icon here that says new file. Click that. Then inside of this file title, we're just going to name this Hello World exclamation mark dot py. The dot py is important. Actually, I take that back. Don't do the exclamation mark. Do .py. That's important. That designates this as a file that will hold Python code. Then, inside of here, we're going to say print parenthesis double quotes. Inside the double quotes is where we put the Hello World. Here we put the exclamation mark, and then save the file. Once we have saved the file, ignore any warnings that come up. That's okay. Once we have saved the file, we come down here to our terminal. Now, if this terminal is not open for you by default, the way you would do that is up here in the very top of the window, hit Terminal, hit New Terminal, and it will open one for you inside of that folder that you were working in already. And I will have whole videos about the terminal and the command line and all of these things and what exactly they are. Right now, just think of it as a direct way for us to communicate with the computer to tell it, hey, run this stuff that I just typed. So now, down here in the terminal, we're just going to type Python space and then the name of your file. So in this case, hello world.py, and hit enter. And if you look right here, there is the input that you typed up top in your program. So you just created a Python program. Congratulations. And if you wanted to, you could come up here inside of these double quotes and you could change this to whatever you wanted and save the file again. Remember, that is important. Ignore any warnings. Come down here, type in Python, the file name again, hit enter, and now look, it outputs something different. There you go. That's all there is to it.